Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding how to return a domain for a field based on other fields in Odoo. So this solution will be more generic and it can be used across all the Odoo versions. So currently I'll be demonstrating using Odoo version 12, which you are seeing in my screen currently, but the same solution can be applied from Odoo version 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and even in Odoo version 15. So let's see how we can return domain based on another field. So we already have released a video. So if you check our channel, you can see a video with the name how to give domain for a field based on another field. So in this video, what I'm explaining is that I'm returning domain for a field based on change. So I have already that code inside my database. So I have already installed the OM Hospital, that is Odoo Development Tutorials module in my database. So yet if you haven't got this module, you can just download it from the Odoo App Store or you can get it from our GitHub repository. So in the database, I have already installed the module. So if I go to the hospital and then to the appointments, and if I click on, so I'll be going into the appointments menu. You can see it's loading. So let me check. Yeah, it has been loaded. And if I switch back to the list view and if I open or if I try to create a new record, here you can see we have added two fields, that is customer and sale order. So in that video, what I have done is I'll be, suppose if I choose a customer here, it will return a domain field for the field sale order, that is the sale order of the selected customer will be only listed here. So right now you can see we have choose Deco Addict here, and here you can see we have four sale orders inside the sale order model, sale order many to one field. So if I go to the PyCharm and if I open the corresponding codes, so I'll be going into my add-ons path, and if I go to the OM Hospital and if I go to the models folder and to the appointment.py, so here you can see this is the code that returning the domain inside the on change. So this method is having a problem, but the new method will overcome this problem. So we will be coming into that. So if first of all, I'll be giving a short explanation of the current method and its issue, and then I'll be explaining how it can be overcome or how it can be overcome. The issue with this method is it cannot be used from Odoo version 14. So if you try the same method in Odoo version 14, it has been deprecated. So you cannot no more return a domain inside the on change from Odoo version 14. This method can be applied Odoo 13 and below, but even this method is having an issue. So first of all, I'll be telling about the issue with this method, and then we will be going into the solution. So what I have done here is that here you can see we have added two fields, that is partner ID, which is a many to one field of REST partner, and order ID, which is a many to one field of sale order. And here there is no domain. The domain is returned on the on change of partner. So here you can see I have written an on change function, on change partner ID, and what I'm doing is that I'm returning a domain. So here you can see returning a dictionary, and dictionary is domain for the field partner ID, sorry, domain for the field order ID. So here you can see domain order ID is our field name, and what we are doing inside sale order, we have a field called partner ID which is matching with the rec.partner ID, which is the selected partner. So here you can see rec is iteration of self, so we are returning that sale order should be matching partner. So we have simply returned a domain inside the on change. So right now if I go to the browser, here you can see if I choose Deco Addict, you can see we are getting 1 2 3 4 sale orders. So what I'll be doing is that I'll be duplicating this tab, and in the another tab I will be going into the sale orders, and if I group by customer, you can see Deco Addict is not there, might be quotation new orders, or let me group by customer, still they're not there, new quotation, group by customer, Deco Addict. Yeah, we have here you can see for the customer Deco Addict we have four quotations. Let me remove this four quotation, and it has been getting listed here. And if I change the customer, let me choose the customer as or partner as Gemini Furniture. So simply I'll be changing the customer Gemini Furniture, and here you can see the domain has been applied, and we are getting, if I click on search more, we are getting 13 sale orders, and all the sale orders you can see the customer is the selected Gemini Furniture. But the issue with this method is, so currently we got a domain here, and if I choose a record from that one, and here you can see still there is only 13 records, and all the records is from the selected customer. But what happens if I click on save, and if I come back here, still it will be same. But you can see once you refresh, so if I save and if I refresh, the domain will be lost. So if you click on edit, and if I come back here and if I search more, you can see all the sale orders will be getting listed. So this is the issue with this method of returning domain inside OnChange. The domain will be lost even if refresh or we go back to some other screens and come back, it will be lost. So it will be limited to that context only. So this is an issue with this method, and this method has been deprecated in Odoo version 14. So let's discuss about how to overcome these problems in Odoo 12, Odoo 13, and how to achieve this in Odoo version 14. For this we will be using a third-party module from OCA. So if I go to the PyCharm, and inside my add-ons path you can see a module called web domain field, which has been contributed by OCA. So you can download this from OCA shop. So if you search for this module inside the Odoo app store, you might not find it, but you can download it from the OCA GitHub repository, or you can go to the OCA shop. So you can see odoocommunity.org shop, and from here you can download this module. So here you can see this module is available for all the Odoo versions like Odoo 10, Odoo 12, Odoo 13, Odoo 14, and the version 11 might be available inside the GitHub repository. I'm not sure why it is not available here. So we will be achieving the functionality using this module, that is web domain field. So let's see how we can use this module and achieve what we need. So first of all, I'll go to the PyCharm, and inside the readme.rst file, so along with the module you have a readme.rst file, and it is clearly explained here how to use this code. So first of all, I'll be copying the name and I'll be installing this module in my database. So I think it has been already installed, but I'll be making sure that. So I'll be going into the apps menu, and from the apps menu I'll upgrade web domain field. So the module has been not yet installed. So if you click on module info, and if you scroll down, you will be getting the details about this module. So simply I will install this module in my database. So we have successfully install the module. So in your case, you have to download the module from the OCA shop, add it to your add-ons path, and update your app list and install the module. So first of all, I'll be copying the name of the module, and I'll be add this as a dependent module of our module. So I'll be putting a comma here, and I will add our module depends on web domain field. Thus we can access the functionalities inside this module. So simply I have added web. For working of our Odoo development tutorials, we need web domain field module. So simply I have added it here. Then what we have to do, so what I will be doing, I'll be removing this function which we have written to return domain inside the OnChange. So currently you can see I have commented this function, and if I refresh the screen, there will be no more domain. So if I go to the hospital and then to the appointments, and if I switch to the list view, and if I try to create a new record, and if I select the customer deco edit, you can see there will be no filter because I have simply removed that OnChange domain. So let's see how we can utilize the new module. So from the readme.rst file, I'll be copying the code samples they have shared. So I will simply copy, or first of all I will be simply copying a field which is a computed field. So they are saying that we have to define a computed field inside our module. So I'll be copying this code section and I'll be putting here. So I'll be pasting it here, Control V, and I'll be simply adjusting the indentations to match our things. So read only equal to true and store equal to true. So we have to define a stored compute field for computing the domain, that is web domain field. We will be computing the domain to a field. So I'll be changing the technical name, that is product id domain. So instead of product id domain, I will be giving order id domain. So we need to give domain for order id field. So simply I'll be giving the name as order id domain, and I'll be updating the compute function. So instead of compute product id domain, I'll be giving the name as compute order id name copy, and compute underscore order id domain. Read only is true and it has to be store false. So you have to define a non-stored computed field, then you have to define the computed function. So I'll be copying the name, and after this function simply I will be defining the computed function. So for a kin self, I'll be iterating the self over the for loop for a kin self, and then let me go back to the RST file of the web domain field module. So here you can see they are returning domain like this. Simply you can copy as it is, Control C, and you can put it here. So I'll be putting it here, Control V, and I have to change the name. So our computed function name is compute order id name, and I'll be putting here compute order id name, and inside the depends. So which field our computed function should be depend? It should be depend on the field customer. That so what I'm going to do is that to achieve the same functionality, that is I need to filter the sale order based on the selected customer. So let's see how we will doing that. So I'll be copying the partner id name and I'll be putting it here, that is at API depends partner id. So our function will be get triggered based on the changes inside this field. So we have an error here, that is import JSON has been not imported. So I will be going at the top and I'll add import JSON. So I'll be importing the JSON library. So I have imported that one. So right now you can see that under that red mark has been gone, and we are computing the domain to this field order id domain. So I'll be just updating the field name, that is we are computing to this field. That is we have simply added a new field which is of type character and computed field with store false, and we have defined its function. We have added the depends, and if you need to depend on multiple fields, you can simply put comma and specify the next field name, like field 2. We can give the second field name. So right now I need to depend only on single field. That's why at API depends partner id compute order id domain for Ekin self, I'm computing to this field, and I have to return the domain from here. So I'll be just returning a simple domain. Let me adjust the code. So simply you have to return a domain like this. So the domain should be partner id. Partner id is the field inside the sale order, and it should match with the selected partner here. That is I can get the selected partner from rec dot or rec dot or self dot rec dot partner id dot id. So simply I have returned the domain like this based on the selected partner id. So I'm saying that order id domain should be partner id equal to rec dot partner id dot id. So we have defined a field and its computed function. And if I go back to the readme.rst file, you can see in the XML. So here you can see this is the code block Python, and in the XML you have to define this field inside your view. So I'll be going into the view, that is appointment.xml file. So here if you scroll down, you will be seeing those fields, that is partner id and order id. So if you don't know how to get the form view id, simply you can click. Once you activate the debug mode, you will have the debugger button here. Click edit form view. So simply I'll be activating the debugger mode settings, and I'll be activating the debugger mode. We'll be coming back to the hospital appointments review create, and here you can see edit form view, OM hospital appointment form. So this is the appointment form, and here we have the fields, that is partner ID and order ID. So here I will be adding the new field, that is order ID domain. So into the same view I'll be adding, let me close the unwanted files so it will not be confusing for you. So here you can see we have defined a new field. I'll be copying that field and I'll be adding it to the view like order ID domain, and I'll be setting it as invisible one. So I have simply set it in the view just for the computation purpose. So I have added the field invisibly to the view. Then what you have to do, along with the field you have to give domain equal to field name. So control C, and here you can see I have to apply domain for this field. So order ID domain should be this field, order ID domain. So that's why the module name itself called as web domain field. So as a domain I'm giving the computed field. So this is my computed field order ID domain, and I have given it as the domain for the order ID field. So let's see what happens right now. So I'll be simply restarting the service as I have added new field. Now I will be going into the UI, and from the UI I'll be upgrading the Odoo development tutorials module. So yet if you haven't subscribed the channel, feel free to subscribe the channel and to press the bell icon so that you will be getting notified regarding all the upcoming videos. So the module has been successfully upgraded. So let's see what happens right now. So I'll be going into the hospital, to the appointments, to the tree view, click create, and I'll be choosing Gemini furniture here, Gemini furniture. So, and if you go to the sale order, right now there is two fields. I think the fields got duplicated. Yeah, here you can see there is an unwanted fields. That's a mistake. So I have just removed a field from here. Only I need one order ID field. So let me upgrade the module once again. Okay, and I'll be updating the module. So if you haven't got this module, you can just download it from the Odoo App Store. Search for Odoo Development Tutorials by Odoo Mates. So I'll be going into the hospital, appointments, tree view, click create, and if I choose the customer as Gemini furniture, and if you go to the sale order and if you search more, you can see there is 13 records of Gemini furniture, and I'll be choosing one. And if I save here and if I come back here and if I search more, still it is 13. And if I save here and if I refresh and if I come back here and search more, still it will be 13. So the domain will not be lost once after the refresh, and it will remain as it is. So this is more stable method than returning the on change. So the problem with the returning domain inside the on change is that it will be lost after refresh or saving the record. So this is the more stable method that can be used in all the Odoo versions, Odoo 10, Odoo 11, 12, 13, 14. So the on change, first of all, the returning domain inside the on change has been deprecated in Odoo version 14. So you will be forced to follow this approach, which is more stable method. So simply what you have to do is that you have to go to the Odoo OCA shop, download this module, add it to your add-ons path, install the module, add it as a dependent module of your module, and simply you have to define a character field which is a computed field and non-stored, and from the computed field you can return the domain as you need. So from here, from the Python, you can modify the domain as per the need. You can apply more complex domains and return as per your need. And then what you have to define, you have to add the field to your view as an invisible one and set that field as domain for the field. So if you come here, you can see, if you go to the Odoo and if you click on, if you place the mouse over here, you can see domain is order ID domain, which is our invisible field. So if you change the field, so if I choose deco edit, you can see it has been changed, only 4. And if I choose Azure Interior, there is no sale order for Azure Interior because it's empty. And if I create a new quotation for Azure Interior, I'll be creating a new quotation, save, And if I come back here, you can see so 0024, which I have created right now. So this is how you can return domain. Suppose take one more case. I need to show only quotations, that is record in state. So let me just activate the debugger mode, activate developer mode, sales, orders, new quotation. I need to show only quotation state, that is the in state draft. So you need to add one more domain. So simply you can copy like this. I'll be showing we can return multiple domain, control C and comma, paste it, and you have to update the domain like state equals to draft. So you need to return only the draft records, that is you need to return only the quotations. So simply I have put comma and added one more condition. So simply I'll be restarting the service, and if I go to the UI and let me just refresh. So right now if you try to create a new record or try to edit existing record, I'll be choosing Azure Interior, and here you can see SO024 is coming because it is in quotation. So if I go to the SO24 and if I click on confirm, it has been state has been changed, and if I try to select, you can see it will be empty. So this is how you can return dynamic domain across all the Odoo versions. So if you like the video, please do click the like button and subscribe the channel so that you will be getting notified regarding all the upcoming videos, and hopefully you will be referring our channel to your Odoo friends. So that's it. Have a nice day. Thank you.